Good morning, guys. My name is Crystal, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It is a Sunday morning. It is dark. There's no sun out at the moment, but I don't feel cold. Alexa, what's the time, please?
Good morning, Crystal. It's 8:33 a.m.
Right, guys, as you know, sometimes I get noise disturbance upstairs. And for anybody that's disabled, unwell, noise disturbance is not nice. It's horrible, right? Isn't it? It's not very nice at all. It's horrible. Um, this is why I'm over 55 now. I don't want it. I don't need it, and I'm trying to move out. That's all I can do is try to move out of this property. Right? It's been like it since I moved in 2020. And all the while I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. You don't go from being 55 to 30, do you? No, you go beyond. And life is short, and I want to enjoy the rest of my life. I don't want thugs spoiling it and upsetting my life, right? I don't know what they're doing it for. It doesn't accomplish anything because I am not an old man, as I was called in 2020. My father Derek is dead. He was the old man. He was Deck. He was Dell. He was Derek. Right? So I'm not a, in quotes, old man. So I've been ignoring it. I mean, it happens every, twice a month? Twice a month I try and ignore it. But just lately I haven't been too well. I've had a sprained ankle and I've had a bit of several headaches in a row. I know what it's done for. It's done to make me cross. It's like a playground out there. Oh, after all what's happened to Crystal. Oh, why isn't she angry? Why isn't she tearing the place apart? Why isn't she screaming and shouting? Because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. And I like to deal with people with respect. I don't like to shout and I don't like to scream. You know? So last night it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It was awful. I couldn't concentrate on the TV set. One of the, it sounded like one of the older children was just running amok upstairs and screaming. And screaming is horrible. Your body alerts yourself to it. What the fuck is that noise? It's screaming, it's yelling, it's screaming. And it's deliberately banging the ceiling. Whoever it is deliberately banging the ceiling. They're kicking it, right? It's horrible. It's horrific. And it can go on for a couple of hours. So I turn the this is what I used to do when my son was down here. I used to turn the radio on, put it up loud, and just carry on. Because I had to have a word with my son at one point because I couldn't stand it, and he said just ignore it. He said it's their business. I said but it sounds like they're tearing upstairs apart. He said ignore it. My mum said ignore it. But when you went well, you can't ignore it because it makes you feel worse. It stresses you out. What is going on up there? So it went on for about 2 hours. I'd already gone out. They usually make a hell of a lot of noise when I go out or when I'm trying to get up in the morning. So it's like they're trying to make me look mad. If they've stressed me out, kept me up all night, I'm going to go outside looking like a terrible state and I'm going to get cross. But it doesn't work because I've got dressed. I've changed my clothes. And yeah, I was slightly pissed off this morning because that behaviour is not acceptable. It's not. And where's the discipline? You know, you don't have to hit children to discipline them. But you don't let them run amok. And this is where all this country is wrong. A lot of people are selfish. They don't consider their neighbours. They don't consider other people. It's me, 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 me. And that's why this country is in such a bad state, including MPs, whatever. Me, me, me. Me first. Me first. Not considering other people. No forms of queues anymore. I've been up to London twice, and me, my son, have been pushed out the way, shoved out the way, pushed. No orderly queues anymore. You're just shoved and pushed. Men are pushing women out of queues, pushing them. They wouldn't do that to their sister, to their grandmother. You had a bloke pushing a woman through and pushing me in the back out the way, and I'm a woman. Would he push his mother out the way? This country is evil. It's evil. And that is what's wrong with this country. There's no rules, there's no boundaries, there's no love, and there's no care. And what was Princess Diana? What was Princess Di? She was loving, she was caring, she cared about her fellow man, she helped people. And now Kate Middleton is sick, right? She's out till Easter. I mean, there's nobody with any human kindness anymore, is there? And when the Queen died, that was it. That was it. The country's in turmoil. It's in anarchy. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's arguing. You know? So what did I do last night? He's screaming now. The kid is screaming right now while I'm doing this video. Screaming. I don't hear any parent going, stop that, or whatever. None at all. Just hear a kid screaming. There's no parental control. So, what did I do last night? I just ignored it, and I keep saying to myself, it's 2 weekends every month. Hold yourself together. As soon as they're here, they'll be gone. I am not going up there. For all I know, it could be an older kid mucking about in my phone and my emails. I'm not having it. I should get the police involved. So I just got on with things, right? I got on with my things and I settled down, and eventually it died down and it went quiet. Because if you ignore it, it does. But I mean, it took a hell of a long time last night. This morning, what do most people do on a Sunday? They lie in. It's God's day of rest, yeah? You lie in. You know. Well, you can't in here. Not when that's above my ceiling. I'm pretty damn sure other people get it as well. Right, but this is deliberate. It's deliberate. It's deliberate. It's deliberate. So I sat down and I watched the DVD and I went to bed. I went to bed actually later because his children screaming upstairs had stressed me out to the max, and I couldn't get to bed till about 12:30 last night. And then this morning, just after 7, bang, 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 scraping chairs, being a nuisance. And I'm an older woman now, and I'm just pissed off and fed up with it. So I'm just going to keep, I'll get the MP involved. So we're going to keep bidding and bidding and bidding, but this is affecting my health. Basically, I should get an MP involved. It was Kelly Tolhurst. Kelly Tolhurst, but there's a range of MPs. We'll try a couple, because you can't live with that. It's awful. I mean, they're autistic kids, I understand that, but the screaming and the banging and the yelling, they need specialist care and support if they're that disturbed. Don't they? So this morning I'm woken up with sliding chairs, banging tables and screaming. It's now nearly 9:15. I don't know what they're doing it for. They're not making me angry and cross. I should get a local MP involved. And I'm not going to scream and shout. And we'll see what the MP says. But you can't expect a woman of my age to put up with that. I don't hear him telling the kids off. It sounds to me like the one kid is in control of the whole lot of them. You can hear him screaming, yelling, and then the other kids will start crying. So it sounds to me like the older kid's in control of the dad as well. It's awful. Yeah, and that's what I said. I'm trying to say to myself, it's 2 weeks every month. But you have to gear yourself up for it, because those 2 weeks, you're fucked. You're fucked. Sounds like a herd of elephants going across the ceiling from Friday night till Sunday afternoon. And the screaming. You know, I'm an understanding person, but anybody else would call the police. Good God. You see, there's men wandering about outside. There's random men wandering about outside. And this happened in 2020 and 2021. When I wasn't, engaging with men, and I haven't for 6 years, they started to get rowdy upstairs, and dirty men would be outside with beer cans and smoking. And I'm not interested. I'm not interested in it. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and happy birthday to rock star Alice Cooper. Fun fact, he once had a pet boa constrictor named Julius Squeezer, who died after being bitten by the rat he'd been served for breakfast.
Julius Squeezer. See, I'm trying to laugh a good joke or two, but I know what this is being done for, to get me outside. And I'm 55. For goodness sake. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 8:46 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday the 4th of February.
Alexa, what's the weather like?
Right now in Rochester, it's 11 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today's forecast has overcast weather, with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 7 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
How many ears does Captain Kirk have? 3. His left ear, his right ear, and his final front ear.
And Alexa, whose birthday is it today? Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include American rock singer, songwriter and musician Alice Cooper, son of former Vice President of the United States Joe Biden Hunter Biden, Puerto Rican professional wrestler Damian Priest, British-Australian singer and actor Natalie Imbruglia, and American football linebacker, Pro Football Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor.
Happy birthday to Alice Cooper. Alexa, how old is Alice Cooper?
Alice Cooper is 76 years old.
My goodness me, we're all getting older. Alice Cooper is 76. Famous rock star. So guys, I'm going to just ignore it. I'm not getting involved. There's obviously something underlying going on up there, and I'm not getting involved in it. It's nothing to do with me. It's just very, very upsetting hearing screaming and that when you live by yourself. It can be very intimidating and frightening for an older person. I don't know what they think they're accomplishing by doing that, but no one's going to get anywhere with me. And people get older, not younger, having me wandering the streets at 6 in the morning and 12 o'clock at night. I don't think so. Now I'm going to get on with the rest of my day, guys. Like I said, your home should be a haven, a place where you rest and it's safe. And this, even though it's built like Fort Knox, I mean, the thumping, the screaming terrifies me at night. It does. Not that I'm scared of it. It's just not as in the terrifying respect. You just wonder what the fuck is going on. It sounds to me like the one kid is in control and controlling the lot of them. You see, I will not be controlled. Nobody controls me. I will go out of my flat when I'm good and ready, when I want to go out. I don't need thumping and screaming and banging on the ceiling, right? And now I am on the housing list. I know that eventually I will get out of here. And if I need an MP support and more medical evidence to get me out as an emergency, then that's all they're accomplishing upstairs. They make it an urgent case, a priority, right? Because I have to get other people involved. And I am not going up there. See you later.